Yet another thrilling season in the First Division. And now you can enjoy the action all over again. The great goals. The spectacular saves. The triumphs. The disappointments. It's all captured on video. There's your team's season in pictures. Goals galore and saves galore. The best and worst of the season. Plus, race for the championship. How the title was won. Football League videos, official and exclusive. And remember, last season's collection is still available. World Sports Action present the official Football League video, the Liverpool story, 1989-90. If ever Liverpool needed an extra incentive to win the league championship, it was this. Arsenal taking the trophy from under their noses last season. As the new season begins, the message is clear. Win it back. The Reds will be strengthened by the signing of Glenn Hussein, the Swede from Fiorentina. Also coming in, Steve Harkness from Carlisle. Going out, all on free transfers, Kevin McDonald to Coventry, Jim Beglin Leeds, and Michael Hyde, he goes to Chester. A trophy at Wembley, that's a great way to start, especially when Arsenal are the victims. The real business, though, that opens against Manchester City.
Peter Beardsley. Barnes has made the run. Ian Rush with a chance. Great save by Dibble. Well, you just can't afford to allow Barnes that kind of room. Benison. Beardsley, oh, that was beautiful. Terrific start. Handball, yes. Penalty to Liverpool. Now, was the handball intentional? Brian Gale, number 5, the man to watch. And the referee said that was intentional. John Barnes, who scored a penalty for Liverpool in one of their pre-season games at Wembley, takes over the responsibilities in the absence of John Aldridge. And Dibble can't prevent him giving Liverpool the lead in 7 minutes. City suddenly looking a lot more confident. Here's Bishop just outside the penalty area. On a tussle with McMahon. The decision goes Manchester City's way. McMahon came off the worst. Morley puts his shooting boots on now. Although Hinchcliffe is the most likely candidate at the free kick. His shot took a deflection. And just the break that Manchester City needed. Andy Hinchcliffe's shot took a wicked deflection off the Liverpool wall. But they don't care. City are level. Nickel. Certainly Liverpool have been the better side in the second half. Beers is in. Superb stop by Dibble from his own player, Steve Redmond. But Beardsley reacted well. And the smiles are on the faces of Liverpool fans again. Nothing Dibble could do. Poor Steve Redmond. He had to try and cut the cross out. Dibble did exceptionally well to keep out his attempted clearance, but Beardsley was in. Nicol. Rush. Playing stoppage time now. And it's still Liverpool coming forward. Beardsley, Barnes in acres of space to his left. Nicol's available in the middle. He's broken legs challenge. He's rounded the keeper. Nicol! And there's no doubt about it now. And no doubt about the hero of the moment. Nicol's goal. But Barnes, brilliant as ever. He had half the pitch to run into, but he made the most of it. Strong enough to get past Lake, skillful enough to get past the goalkeeper, and cool enough to pull it back for Nicol.
Wonderful skills from John Barnes. A winning start at Anfield, but now 3 away games at Aston Villa, Luton and Derby County. First of all, let's go to Villa Park. Beardsley opening it up for Barnes down this near side. Coman, the young fullback. He's in trouble here as the fullback. Great work from Barnes. A deflection and it's in. Liverpool are in front. A fine individual goal from John Barnes. An hour gone. Corner to Villa. Nielsen's well in there. David Platt. It's all square. 1-1. Liverpool and Kenny Dalglish make no secret of the fact they hate playing on this artificial surface at Kenilworth Road. Free kick from Barnes. Beardsley, the dummy. Burrows is in here. Oh, just wide. Fine effort from the fullback. Liverpool settling well. Burrows. Beardsley is leaving it for Barnes. Great chip. Chamberlain in trouble and just gets his fingers to the ball. What vision from John Barnes. Well, Liverpool really have missed a lot of chances. Ian Rush in particular. Rush could be in for something here though. He's got a check. Aldridge for Barnes. Barnes against Breaker. Twisting and turning. Great skills from Barnes. Can he set up a winner here? Whelan. Whelan once more. Aldridge off the post and away. Would you believe it? In the last minute. Danger isn't over yet. Nicol. And Nicol once more. Great defensive header from Breaker. It just isn't going to go in for Liverpool. Barnes and Rush is in the clear here. Blades coming behind him, Shilton in front. Good tackle from Blades and a good block from Peter Shilton. McMahon's stolen that superbly. There are men forward for Liverpool. Beardsley and Rush. Beardsley off the bar and Rush. A typical striker's goal from Ian Rush, the best in the business. Beardsley, what a game he's having, Beardsley. And off the post. And back with Shilton. Oh, it's a great dummy from Ian Rush, and Beardsley's in the clear. It's England internationals, Beardsley and Shilton. It's got to be a penalty. A booking too for Peter Shilton from referee George Courtney. Barnes, 2-0 Liverpool. Rush. Beardsley against Wright. Wright's nowhere. Beardsley, what a finish. Last minute. Derby destroyed. Now, more transfer action. John Aldridge is ready to join Real Sociedad in Spain for £1.1 million. But not before all those enjoyed a remarkable farewell against Crystal Palace, the First Division's new boys. It turns out to be a record-breaking night at Anfield.
Barnes. Pemberton showing him the inside route, and it was blocked by Hopkins, rather fortunately for Crystal Palace. Nicol places it into the corner. And there was an air of inevitability about the opening goal. Palace have only played one away game since their return for the First Division. That was on the opening day. They lost 2-0 at Queen's Park Rangers. They're 1-0 down here, but they have a free kick. Alan Pardew and Andy Gray over the ball. The captain, Jeff Thomas, the number 8, is there as well. Another player brought up in the northwest. And it's hit the post from Thomas. Very unlucky for Crystal Palace. Grobbelaar was beaten to his left. And a rasping low free kick from Jeff Thomas, a whisker away from an equaliser. But Liverpool looking to celebrate the let-off with Barnes and Beardsley. They changed the angle, got it past the wall, past the goalkeeper, but not past the post. But certainly Thomas's free kick will have given Crystal Palace some belief that they have a right to be on the same stage as Liverpool. McMahon, though, is away here. Rush inside him. McMahon chips Suckling brilliantly. Whelan. And Crystal Palace getting terrific support from their travelling band, even though they're 2-0 down. Barnes. Oh, and here's Beardsley. Surely a third here. Rush helps himself to it. Right on half-time. It's Beardsley's corner. And from Barnes' flick, the scorer is Gary Gillespie. And even with 4 goals backed, there's no slacking from the home team. Rush prepared to go and try and win possession. He's back in the groove now with a goal in 2 consecutive games after a slow start, and linking up with Beardsley. Peter Beardsley deserves to be amongst the scorers. Well, often when there's a gulf between the two sides, the match loses shape. The team that's winning can overindulge or simply become complacent. That hasn't been the case with Liverpool, and Crystal Palace, for their part, haven't accepted the inevitability of their lot here, but they're in danger of losing a 6th goal because the challenge on Whelan has led to a penalty. And Liverpool, who are more concerned usually about success than sentiment, are sending Aldridge on. Beardsley has almost volunteered to go off. Now, will they let him take the penalty? Barnes has taken on that job, and Barnes says, on you go. So, Aldridge, what an entrance it will be if he puts this away. He has done, and it's the biggest cheer of the night. And that's a magnificent moment. It reflects great credit on Liverpool Football Club, on the teammates of the goal scorer. Oh, and Hussein on Pardew. A penalty for Crystal Palace. Yes, rightly given. And even now, Liverpool have the nerve to protest about it. Burrows had a word with the referee. So Thomas, 6-0 down. Oh, and it stays 6-0. It was too much for Crystal Palace's captain. Barnes sizes up the possibilities, and it goes over the wall, and it's a perfect free kick on a perfect night for Liverpool. Well, it's Barnes in charge of another free kick. He doesn't go the direct route this time. Liverpool, though, are in possession of another corner. Here's Hussein! And it's 8 now. There's such an air of celebration at Anfield tonight. The one thing that they can celebrate is going to the top of the table. And maybe a ninth, yes! Nicol, who started it all way back in the 7th minute, has he rounded it off? Just a question of the final whistle now, and whether there is time on the watch of Kieran Barrett for Liverpool to get double figures. There isn't, but 9 is more than enough for the players and for their supporters. And John Aldridge, with that bond with the Kop, the Liverpool fan who's lived out the dreams of all the supporters as a Liverpool footballer. The shirt and the boots go into the Kop as a souvenir, and I'm sure Aldridge will be back here as a fan in the years to come. But what a spectacular finale.
And what a great way for Liverpool to go top of the First Division. But there are other facts to go into the record book. It's the Reds' biggest ever First Division win. The best league win this century. The first time 8 players from the same team have scored in a league match. Norwich City must be quaking in their boots. There's an air of supreme confidence about Liverpool at the moment. Oh, that's a poor back pass from Bowen. Rush has stolen it. Nicol, Beardsley's in for. It should have been a tap-in. He put it over the bar. Rosario, Fleck. Rosario in the clear. Grobbelaar got a touch on it and off the bar. Rosario is still battling for it. He should have scored, he knows it. Here's Rush. Still Rush. It'll come from McMahon, and Hussein surely. No! Off the line by Bowen. The goals return in the Littlewoods Cup. 5-2 against Wigan. Hussein, 2 from Rush, Beardsley and Barnes. In the second leg, also played at Anfield, the job's completed. 3-0, all from stand-in striker Stevie Staunton. In the league, a Merseyside takeover. Everton are in top spot, but only by a point. What a scenario for the first derby game. It's at Goodison Park, there's a full house, and it's a beautiful autumn day.
Newell, Mike Newell from Nevins, perfect through pass, and Everton, who have found Liverpool rather difficult to contain in the opening 17 minutes, have sprung forward. And Newell punishes the club where he wanted to make his living out of the game. Touched it, the merest of touches, past the advancing Grobbelaar. McMahon. Suddenly through the centre, ahead of Venison, is Glenn Hussein. Rush is there as well. Hussein is waiting at the far post if Nicol can clip the ball in. He's still there. And the angle might be better for him now. But Trojan work by Neil MacDonald. A quick corner played short. And still Hussein is frustrated. Venison, that's Rush, and Southall, did it hit the post? It might well have done. Liverpool desperately close again. Rush with the dummy. Barnes trying to supply the return pass. Glenn Hussein is way out of position at the moment. Hansen's got 2 to deal with. Reinforcements arrived, but it was becoming a difficult situation for Liverpool as Newell roared away. McCall. This is Graham Sharp. Hussain hasn't cleared it decisively. Sheedy took a deflection, I think, off Barnes. It should be an Everton throw. No shortfall in the action from the expectations. Ian Rush so close to equalising here with a header which hit the inside of the post. Whelan. Oh, and he got back at it again before Whiteside could clear. Beardsley, problems again for Everton this time. John Barnes. And Everton surround the referee. John Barnes has his first goal in a Merseyside derby. And it did look on the cards. Beardsley delivered the cross and Barnes powered it in. Beardsley. Here's Barnes. Snowden's got a problem again. The cover is arriving, but not quickly enough. Who's there? You've guessed. Ian Rush. After 17 minutes of the second half, it's Everton 1, Liverpool 2, and Rush is back to haunt them again. Beardsley, Rush again, surely not. It's Rush. It's unbelievable. They'll have to write a special history book about his own achievements in Merseyside derbies. Today it's 2 in 2 minutes. This time off the goalkeeper. But it's his goal.
And it's good enough to put Liverpool back on top. It sets them up nicely for 2 away trips. The Southampton game, that's going to be tough. They're emerging as a talented young team. First, it's Wimbledon, and Liverpool, don't forget, still unbeaten.
Barnes, here's Beardsley. Sagers is out of possession, and a goal is scored, and Liverpool have announced themselves in southwest London in the best possible style, with a goal coming in the 4th minute. Barnes not worrying about the length of the grass, perhaps it even held the ball up for Beardsley, and Sagers was a little uncertain as he came out, and Beardsley took full advantage. Scales, and Hussain finding Gibson there first. Fashanu in the centre. And Grobbelaar, oh, and it's a goal! By Wise. A goal that will haunt Grobbelaar. And the artful dodger of Wimbledon, Dennis Wise, from a Grobbelaar error. 1-1. But how did it happen, he wonders. It's down to me, I think the message is. Staunton. Sagers, but Whelan wraps it in. So Liverpool get the grip tighter again. And Grobbelaar will be particularly relieved. Barnes threading the pass through. Staunton shot. Sagers could only push it out. And Ronnie Whelan, a scorer for the Republic of Ireland on Wednesday, is a scorer for Liverpool here on Saturday.
Here's Dodd. There's his cross. A terrific goal by Rideout. Still Letitia. He might get a shot in here. No, plays it for Wallace instead. It's another goal! Rodney Wallace. And Southampton are 2 up. Dodd. Letitia. Wallace arriving on the far side. It's 3 for Southampton. And I doubt if even Liverpool can come back from this. Barnes to Burrows. Penalty given. Casey was, I think, who brought down Burrows. Peter Beardsley. And he scores. 3-1. Here's Benali. Right out. Wallace. It's a good cross by Wallace. Oh, it's a fine goal by Letitia. Number 4 for Southampton, and that really is the end for Liverpool.
A rare pasting, and immediately there's another setback. Arsenal nicked the Littlewoods tie with a goal 10 minutes from time, the scorer Alan Smith. In the league, though, Spurs can't offer the same resistance, this despite a brave display by their Norwegian keeper, Erik Thorsved.
Beardsley, McMahon, Houghton. Look at this break by Barnes now, the flag stays down, and the ball is in the net by John Barnes. Playing some stuff now. A brilliant goal for Liverpool. Finish off in the most superb style by John Barnes. His 7th of the season and his first in 5 games. They are breaking superbly from these midfield positions.
Magnificent goal, Brian. It had to come, didn't it? They've created so much. It was so much on the cards that inevitability was the word, really.
Burrows. Sedgley. Brandon Howe. Oh, my word, he slipped on the turf there, did Thorsved. For a moment, there was the danger of a most outrageous own goal. And then if one of the Liverpool players had been up to take it after he'd half stopped it, a simple tap-in would have followed. Brandon Howe's long back pass, he slipped there, you see. Four minutes of the first half left. Here's Howe. Now McMahon. Good play again by McMahon. There's the ball for Rush. A darting run by him. And Thorsved saved it with his right boot. McMahon. Houghton is having a terrific game. And there's the ball for Barnes. A chip by him, and Thorsved just gets the hands to it and puts it over for a corner. Barnes, first to show. A terrific shot and a superb piece of goalkeeping by Thorsved. What brilliant skills by Barnes, though. A volley on the turn that was creeping. Well, it wasn't creeping, it was going at some pace into that top corner.
Superb effort, wasn't it, Brian?
And a good piece of goalkeeping by the big Norwegian.
Absolutely.
Stopped by Ablett. Here's Barnes. He's got the clock going now as Barnes goes surging forward. He's got Houghton waiting in the middle and Whelan too, and here's Ablett.
Barnes once more. Beardsley.
It's a good shot, a terrific save too. That bounced just ahead of Torstvedt, and on this wet surface that really gathered some pace, and he held it well. Just as Liverpool are playing this well. Here's Barnes again, the little chip through, Houghton again. Will Beardsley get there? The flag is up. But for all that, terrific reactions by Eric Torstvedt.
1-0 to Liverpool, but the fans know this form's a long way from vintage Reds, and the next two games bring 2 more defeats.
Grizovic, for so long an Anfield reserve, of course. McDonald, who was a cup winner with Liverpool. There he is again. Borrows, speedy, nicely done, good effort. Houghton, Beardsley, Barnes, lovely. Ablett with the cross, and Beardsley's unmarked. Houghton, there's Burrows, having a look, and Barnes is coming in unmarked, must score! How on earth did he miss that? Barnes. Some of Liverpool's passing and movement delightful. Here's Beardsley again. Downs floating it in. Regis! And Coventry go in front. Very much against the run of play. Barnes. Here's Beardsley again. Now then, surely, Beardsley! And Coventry City congratulate themselves and their supporters on an historic win. Their first in 23 attempts at Anfield. Hard-won points. John Sillett, a happy man this afternoon.
Sansom takes the free kick. McDonald. Barker. Hussein. This is Peter Reid, and great blocking by Glenn Hussein. Barker trying to keep the pressure on. Oh, and it's a penalty for a push on Falco. A penalty for Queen's Park Rangers after 27 minutes. Paul Wright is taking the penalty and scoring it. Blasting it high above Grobbelaar's dive. Liverpool not just wanting to pump the ball in to suit the defenders. Liverpool looking for a more considered build-up. McMahon. Barnes. Channing is the defender, and then Parker. It's another penalty. Earned by Barnes, and really you could see that coming, and given away by Paul Parker. And Barnes will take the kick himself. Against David Seaman. 1-1. No complaints from Queen's Park Rangers. Falco. Reid trying to keep Liverpool penned back for once. Falco with a good header. Wright got the ball. John Martin felt that it was proper to give Queen's Park Rangers the free kick. Well, it's approaching the 30 yards from Grobbelaar's goal. He's set up a 3-man wall. And Paul Wright tries to get past it, and does! 2-1. Wright's got both of them for Queen's Park Rangers. The first, the penalty, and the second from a blistering free kick. Barker made the gap. It was deflected. Mulby broadens the range of Liverpool's passing. Look at that. Barnes. McMahon in the middle. He's unmarked. And Rush, oh, terrific goalkeeping. A high-class save McMahon may well have been heading for goal himself, but Rush was looking to make sure, and Seaman had to react a second time and change direction, get an arm up. Great save. Sinton. He's left Whelan. He's drawn Hussein across so that Falco can shoot brilliantly. What a goal! Mark Falco back for Queen's Park Rangers with a splendid strike, with plenty of help from Andy Sinton. He set himself on the left foot, did Falco, and it flew into the corner. And Trevor Francis, sitting on the far side of the ground, would have had a perfect view of Falco's goal. Barnes. It's 3-2. Rangers rocking in defence, and Barnes punishes them. The two-goal cushion is cut in half, with John Barnes striking for the second time.
So Liverpool take only 3 points from a possible 12. They're giving away goals at an average of 2 a match. Mind you, they're holding on to third place, and they'll strengthen that position against 2 London teams. The old foe Arsenal coming up. That's after a trip to Millwall.
Thompson. Oh, he's in trouble here with Rush, and holds him. Barnes. A delicate chip, and it's in. A superb goal by Barnes. 38 minutes gone. A mistake and a moment of magic have given Liverpool the lead. Thompson got himself in all kinds of trouble there with Rush.
Absolutely superb goal, great chip. He always looked the man most likely, and he succeeded.
Cascarino, Hussein right behind him, and the free kick goes Millwall's way. Incidentally, on the Liverpool goal, full credit to referee Jim Ashworth. There was no question that Thompson brought down Rush, but he allowed Liverpool to play on, and that was the right decision. Oh, it's a goal at the other end! As Grobbelaar got called out, Thompson has made up for his mistake in the best possible way. Houghton again. Whelan. Bit lucky that that reached Ian Rush, and now to Staunton. And he's beaten Sparham. And again. And a good little ball for Houghton. Rush and Barnes in the middle. Here's Rush. Yes! Ian Rush breaks his barren spell, and Liverpool are in front.
Rush again. McMahon driving it! Steve McMahon. Only the second of the season, and Liverpool's pressure pays off at last. It's a very little header there by McMahon. And he finds Beardsley in turn, looks for Rush. Brought down. He was a little unfortunate there, Adams. And it's a free kick for Liverpool. We're having a conversation now. Who's going to take it? Well, that's something Arsenal don't know. And Lukic would like to know. It's going to be Barnes. Curled brilliantly! What a fabulous free kick goal! What a glorious moment of pure football skill from John Barnes. Whelan runs over it. Barnes, in true Brazilian style, floats it inch perfect wide of Lukic. Adams getting above Beardsley. Hayes. To Smith. Staunton's in there. Smith. And Arsenal have pulled one back with Alan Smith. An untidy goal, but a valuable one for all that.
But Liverpool hold the lead and resume their place at number 1. Only on goal difference, though, the race for the championship's hotting up. Arsenal rapidly improving Villa, and Chelsea, they're all on 27 points as well. In midweek, a match at Hillsborough. An emotional return to the scene of last season's tragedy. Before the game, the fans pay a floral tribute to the memory of those who lost their lives on the Leppings Lane terraces. The players, too, pay their own dignified respects. Very positive start this by Wednesday. They look as though they really fancy the job. Dalian Atkinson. Liverpool backing off. Atkinson could go all the way here. Oh, it just flicked off Gillespie for the corner. And Atkinson is clear once more. Gillespie in front of him. Great effort from Atkinson, and Grobbelaar just got a hand to it. Wednesday still winning most things in the middle of the field. Palmer on a run down that left side. Hurst coming in, and they deserve that. 9 minutes into the second half, Wednesday a goal to the good. That's wide for Worthington. He's got men in the middle too. Hurst coming in on the cross. Brilliant work from Bruce Grobbelaar. Sheridan and away. Last minute now, the home fans desperate to hear that final whistle. What a game this man's had. Dalian Atkinson. And Liverpool are giving him space here. Atkinson, one of the great individual goals of the season. Dalian Atkinson. We're into December now, and there's a run of really big games. The Reds will be outstanding away, less convincing at home. The sequence starts at Main Road.
Rush. Mulvey against Seagraves. Mulvey's got the strength. Dibble outside the area, but Ian Rush rolls it into an empty goal, and Liverpool have scored first. Beardsley suddenly realised he had room, and he's putting it to good effect. Peter Beardsley has done it this time. A superb solo goal. McMahon. Whelan. McMahon onside. Played on by Redmond, in fact. Surely Liverpool will get another one this time. They have. With Dibble left bewildered by Steve McMahon's clever finish. But the goalkeeper was left totally exposed. City's defensive shortcomings to the fore again. Caught out by a runner from midfield. And McMahon kept looking as though he was going to play the ball inside to Rush, but he wrong-footed Dibble. It's 3 for Liverpool. And now it's a penalty to Manchester City. Grobbelaar on Morley. They could revive their hopes. Clive Allen has that responsibility. And scores. Glanced out by Marsh. Rush now. If McMahon can run half the length of the pitch here, Liverpool are in again. He settles for help. He's got it from Rush. And Dibble this time cannot keep him at bay. It all started with Rush for Liverpool here at Main Road, and it may well have finished that way. Outfield with the free kick. That's a good jump by Ormondroyd. Olney! Barnes trying to catch Villa out, and Rush would have done, but for Nigel Spink. Ormondroyd helps it on, and does Daly as well. Ian Olney showing again what Aston Villa might have to offer this season. Barnes inside Price. Oh, and the moment he stopped then, I think the muscle's gone again, and Beardsley has to get the ball past the prone John Barnes. The change of direction, and the muscle couldn't take the strain. It's a sad sight for Liverpool. Price hits it in quickly. Grobbelaar's nowhere, and Ormondroyd couldn't take advantage of that. Whelan. Liverpool still a goal behind. Staunton. Rush. Well claimed by the goalkeeper from Mulby. Staunton. Had it first time. Rush looks suspiciously offside to me. Beardsley! It's a goal, and Liverpool can breathe again. Peter Beardsley virtually placed it in from way outside the area. Olney, too strong for Whelan. Oh, Ian Olney did everything but. Aston Villa have come here as an improving side, and they could leave here with that reputation still intact. But Rush, close to winning it for Liverpool.
Hussein. Number 3 is Venison. Good ball. Beardsley is onside this time, and he's gone round Besant. It's an empty net, but it isn't now. Beardsley's put the ball in there, and Liverpool are in front with only 3.5 minutes gone. And again the through ball, catching Chelsea out. Rush this time. Oh, what a magnificent strike by Ian Rush! And Liverpool get their second goal within the space of 2 minutes. Now this is obviously a very dangerous position here, right in the centre of goal. And Liverpool have got, what, 4 or 5 men in the wall. Looks as though either Jury or Dorigo will have a crack. It's direct. Jury. Ew, what a goal that was! Oh, what a return for Gordon Jury! Driven into that near post, cleared by Venison, back to Wilson. Moncau was there, and Hansen had to get there first. Beardsley denied Chelsea the corner. Over everyone's head, and McMahon reacted quickest, and here's Rush. And Houghton in support. Is this going to be 3? Brilliantly finished by Houghton, and Chelsea carved apart again. And a good challenge from Moncau. Houghton was in firm as well. Back it comes to the Dutchman. Whelan there for Liverpool. Good little ball that. Houghton. Rush. Beardsley's through. That's a penalty, I think. And that's the decision. What a dreadful start to the second half. And Mulby has the chance to give Liverpool a 4-1 lead. And he doesn't take it. Besant's made a brilliant save. Jan Mulby defied by Besant. Rush, oh, great little layoff. Beardsley, McMahon, brilliant football. McMahon, what a magnificent goal that was by Liverpool. Absolutely brilliant. Hansen, great ball. Ablett rushes in the penalty box, and he looked for him and he found him, and that's 5, and that's magnificent by Liverpool again. And even Bruce Grobbelaar can enjoy that one. Lee there was a good little header and a fine effort, and it's gone in by Dixon, who did not even bother to celebrate. Grobbelaar, who hasn't had much to do, made a mistake when he had something to do.
McMahon, it's a great shot because it was dipping and swerving. Jim Leighton played safe with the save. And Manchester United didn't quite get out quick enough to prevent the shot, which was most meaningful. McClare, Wallace through the centre this time. Hughes peels off to his right. McClare joins in. Mark Hughes against Grobbelaar. McClare was hoping that Hughes could have rolled it across the face of the goal. That would have been difficult to do at that speed. Robson. Beautifully played with McClare. Hughes. The free man to the right is Blackmore. There's Hughes! Well, they do deserve a goal, Manchester United. Alex Ferguson has been saying that we've been playing well enough, but our finishing has let us down.
Yes, that was a good ball, a super ball in, and Mark Hughes has done exceptionally well. And that's not his great strength, heading the ball. But that was really a very, very good ball-up.
And here they come again with the two Welshmen, Blackmore and Hughes. And Hughes has turned Hussein. He wants to lay it off. Phelan and McClare and the fingertips of Grobbelaar.
Well, when they put the passes together, they seem to cut the Liverpool defence to ribbons, don't they? I thought earlier in this build-up, just hard to generate some power on that. Very good save. But earlier in the build-up, when Hughes turned inside Hussein in the box, I thought he refused a very good chance himself.
So, going into the Christmas holiday, Liverpool are menacing. Second, Arsenal a point ahead with a game in hand. Will it be a repeat of last season? Over Christmas and the New Year, there's a good haul of points for Liverpool. It'll take them back to the top. Ron Atkinson, Sheffield Wednesday, though, they push them hard.
3 days after their Anfield anxieties against Manchester United, when even manager Kenny Dalglish admitted Liverpool didn't deserve their point, this was a much more convincing start against Sheffield Wednesday. Jan Molby meeting a Barry Venison cross after just 2 minutes. So a major problem for the Wednesday manager, Ron Atkinson, who'd studied Liverpool so closely as part of our commentary team for the match against Manchester United. He has injected much more confidence into his side. John Sheridan, one of the signings, with some superb approach work. Dalian Atkinson almost rounding it off. Liverpool held their lead until half-time, and for another 5 minutes into the second half. Then, from Nigel Worthington's corner, Atkinson was left alone by Liverpool at the far post to their cost. 1-1. And Sheffield Wednesday not satisfied with just that, not letting their illustrious opponents settle on the ball. One of the Liverpool substitutes, David Burrows, was caught out here, and Franz Carr, on loan from Nottingham Forest, looking to crown his Wednesday debut with a goal. Really a miskick which turned into a perfect pass for David Hurst, and how Liverpool survived, only Hurst will know. So Wednesday only 5 minutes away from a creditable draw. Steve Staunton and Burrows plotting at this free kick. Staunton hit it hard and low, and Ian Rush reacting to score his 230th Liverpool goal to move to third in the club's all-time list. It was a winner for Liverpool, but they scarcely deserved it.
Just over a quarter of an hour gone. Staunton. And Barnes is in! Liverpool a goal ahead. Freezing December day here at Anfield. Johnny Barnes in the tights and black gloves. And Barnes against McLaughlin. Looks though he's got the legs of the defender to me. And that looks like a penalty. Indeed it is. And Ian Rush has the job. Rush against Bob Boulder. Great save from Boulder and away. Bobby Boulder once on the books here at Anfield. Charlton still playing their football. This is Mortimer, the substitute. And Steve McKenzie. Oh, acrobatic and very effective.
Checked his man beautifully. Rush waiting in the middle. That's the goal for Liverpool. Ian Rush, the scorer. A fantastic breakaway goal by Liverpool. Burrows. Orlickson. Beaten by Barnes. Finds Beardsley. There could be problems here for Forest. Barnes again. Crossed in again towards Rush. A brilliant goal. Hanson's header. In goes Hodge. Jensen. Flicking it back for Parker. There's Crosby on this flank again. Just in there towards Hodge, who's in there. And it's in there! Stevie Hodge for Nottingham Forest. Hodge. Quite right, he has made the difference, Hodge, in this second half. Jensen backing away. He's given a penalty. Jensen brought down there, and referee Al Butch had no hesitation running to the spot. Now Clough to the penalty spot with an opportunity of making it 2-2. Clough against Grobbelaar. It's 2-2.
That's how it stands going into the 90s. Liverpool 2 points clear. The Villa now the closest challengers. Arsenal still right in there as well. The FA Cup has an uneven start. A goalless draw at Swansea, then the second avalanche of the season. 8-0 in the replay. 2 from Barnes, Whelan, a hat-trick from Rush, and other goals from Beardsley and Nicol. Later in the month, the fourth round also needs 2 bites. A goalless draw at Norwich. The replay, 3-1 to Liverpool at Anfield. Nicol, Barnes, and a Beardsley penalty. Back to the league, and Luton and Crystal Palace provide a seemingly modest opposition. The results, though, are mixed. Just over half an hour gone. Barnes. Oh, a lovely curler. The master John Barnes from the free kick. Harford is right in there. Black. Oh, great volley. Kingsley Black, 1-1. Just over a quarter of an hour to go. Luton inspired by that goal, and here's Black once more in space. He's quick, the Irish international, and he's got to the byline. And Nogan, Kurt Nogan, what a moment for the 19-year-old, his debut as well. Well, Liverpool have got to get something back pretty quickly now. Barnes. Nicol coming in on the far side. 3 goals in 4 minutes. Hansen.
McMahon. And Beardsley's in behind him now. He's round the goalkeeper. Ian Rush. And Palace will be frightened of what might happen now. Rush. Nicol. Peter Beardsley trying to pick a route to goal, and he's done it, although Nigel Martin got a big hand on the ball.
Head-to-head with Villa now, and Graham Taylor's men still have that game in hand. So, the Reds can't afford a slip in the second Merseyside derby. This time, Everton come to Anfield.
Barnes. Burrows. A line of Liverpool players on the edge of the area. McMahon. Benison. Returned to him well by Nicol. Oh, Watson can't get there. Barnes does. Liverpool have scored. And Liverpool show that no matter how many defenders you set out to try and stop them, they can find a route through. After the build-up on the right with Nicol and Benison, Barnes reached a ball played behind the defenders. Barnes shown the inside route by Snowden. Beardsley, and ball, is that by Watson? Well, certainly the ball came up and hit his hand, and the penalty is given. And Liverpool here can tighten their grip. Now, Beardsley scored a penalty against Norwich by blasting the ball to the goalkeeper's left. Oh, it goes straight down the middle as Southall went out of the way. 2-0. Just run outside McDonald. It hit Nicol and sped away. That could have wrong-footed Grobbelaar. Probably did. Sheedy's corner. Oh, free header for Watson. Oh, Nevins hit the bar, and Graham Sharp has headed it in, and Everton are back in it. Oh, and Liverpool will be furious with themselves.
A week later, the match at Carrow Road is televised across the globe. It's a goalless draw. Remember, Norwich frustrated Liverpool at Anfield, but this time the Reds are unfortunate. Excellent work by Beardsley down this near side, and a typical razor-like finish from Ian Rush. It looks a good goal. The referee says otherwise. He says the ball crossed the line before Beardsley cut it back. The camera suggests otherwise. A worldwide audience sits in judgment. And an afternoon to forget for Glenn Hussein as well. In the first half here, Hussein lunges in on Robert Fleck. The Scottish striker tumbles, and it's a booking for Hussein. But just look at Fleck's reaction, doing his best to defuse the situation. Referee Lester Chapters says, that's the yellow card for you. And worse is to follow. The two players involved again. Again, Hussein is the last man. Again, Fleck tumbles. And once again, Fleck does his best to take the heat out of the situation. But the referee is adamant. Glenn Hussein is sent off. A rare blemish on Liverpool's excellent disciplinary record. With Liverpool leading the league, there's talk of another double. Southampton are beaten 3-0 in the fifth round of the FA Cup. Rush, Beardsley and Nicol are the goal scorers. The pace hots up in round 6. A 2-2 draw at Queen's Park Rangers. Goals from Barnes and Rush. And a single goal victory in the replay. Peter Beardsley, the scorer. In the First Division, there's a penalty miss, own goals, a defeat at Tottenham, a real scramble against Wimbledon. All entertaining stuff. It keeps Liverpool right at the front of the title race. Our action sequence starts at home to Millwall.
Nicol trying to get McMahon in. It all came to nothing. Well, Brannigan's overrun there. Rush has stolen it back. Nicol with the ball in. Oh, and Barnes has gone over there, and that's a penalty. Beardsley with a kick. High and wide. Cascarino hit the bar. Good header. And out by Hansen. Beardsley's kick. 10 minutes left. Gillespie jumping. And he's found a way through. And he's delighted about that, Gary Gillespie.
Stopped by Benison. Houghton. Finding Beardsley away on the left in a lot of space is Barnes, and he's onside. United are being caught out here. Will they be punished? They are by John Barnes. 1-0. And here's Beardsley once more. McMahon following it up. Rush. Penalty given. Anderson claiming it was outside the box, but George Courtney ran straight to the penalty spot. But John Barnes against Leighton. It's 2-0 to Liverpool. Phelan. Oh, that's a good ball. Played to Russell Beardsmore. A few red shirts are up, including McClare. this angle too, because he catches the volley so well, pushes it up and away. Whoa! It's an own goal! Ronnie Whelan! Well, Grobbelaar could do nothing about that.
Here's Gascoigne. Stewart. Paul Stewart for Tottenham. 1-0.
Houghton takes it. Barnes meets it, angles it perfectly. Southampton a goal down. But looking to change that with Case's free kick. Moore's header. And right out! They've done just that. Wallace, that's a great run. Can he match it with a shot? Well, Case might. Oh, it's a corker! He'll treasure that for the rest of his life. Well, the possibility here of a bender from Barnes. Oh, it was desperately close. Rosenthal against Kevin Moore. Oh, it's a great turn, and he's won a corner. Well, he's certainly given an extra dimension to Liverpool already. Flowers, oh, it's a header! It's gone across the line and in, and Flowers is foiled here. An own goal by Russell Osman. Wants the return ball from Rush, and it was Dodd who defended well. Staunton, the ball bouncing up off his arm. Hussein, now Rush, and Liverpool, who were 2-1 down, are 3-2 in front. 8 minutes left.
Wimbledon so dangerous from these set pieces. Young's flick, Fashionu's in there, Scales too, off the line. Ray Houghton, I think it was. Early warnings for Liverpool. Staunton and John Barnes. Houghton's making a good run, and he's put Rush in space here. Ian Rush, 9 minutes gone, his 22nd of the season. Just a minute before half-time now. McMahon. Gillespie, he's brought this down nicely. 2-0 Liverpool. Gillespie. Well, they always compete so well, Wimbledon. They've got two to pull back now. But Gibson is clear. I felt that came off Hansen. Gibson gets the congratulations, though. Liverpool gearing up for that title push. It's a two-horse race now, and it's looking good. Now, one of the season's most surprising results. Liverpool lose an FA Cup semi-final to unfancied Crystal Palace, the team they buried 9-0 earlier in the season. Quickly, though, it's business as usual in the league, and Charlton and Nottingham Forest get a taste of a new Liverpool scoring sensation, Ronnie Rosenthal. He's only on trial from the Belgian Standard Liège, but Rosenthal certainly makes his point.
Rosenthal against Caton, and he's got the run of the ball, and now past Humphrey, and Ronnie Rosenthal has got his first goal for Liverpool. 26 minutes gone. In for the injured Ian Rush, and showing terrific dribbling skills and a rush-like finish at the end. Barnes. McMahon. That's nicely played by Staunton for Rosenthal. He's got another one! Ronnie Rosenthal. Lee. And he's given it straight to Whelan. And Charlton with that sinking feeling now. Rosenthal for Barnes, first time back, Rosenthal's there! It's a fabulous hat-trick from Ronnie Rosenthal. One with the right foot, one with the left foot, and although Kenny Dalglish seems to find something to complain about at the other end of the pitch, Ronnie Rosenthal has got his third here with a fabulous header, an authentic hat-trick. Mortimer. Tanner's tackle. Mulby given time to pick the pass. And he spotted John Barnes against Mark Reed here. And Barnes gets the shot in. It's 4 for Liverpool. Ronnie Rosenthal, after his hat-trick at Charlton, gets his first full game at Anfield. Hansen stepping in with typical authority, and look at that for a pass. Inside Laws, collected by Barnes, turned in, and Rosenthal. This is becoming something of a fairy tale. Good appreciation there by Staunton of Rosenthal's positioning. Difficult ball to cross, but he's accomplished that. McMahon. It was deflected, but Liverpool have scored 2 in 3 minutes. Well, Liverpool haven't been able to add to what they achieved in the opening 15 minutes. And there's some room here for Nigel Clough, after Liverpool were particularly sloppy, and Hodge has punished them for it. Jemson chasing. And Liverpool, are they wilting? Nigel Jemson! Great work for Forest, 2-2.
We're into the home straight now. Aston Villa are still mathematically in contention, but few people outside of Birmingham believe the title's going anywhere but Anfield. Arsenal may yet have a say, though. The match at Highbury will be followed by a home match with Chelsea.
There was a push by Hussein on Smith, a free kick to Arsenal. Taken quickly, it comes from Merson. And he scores! Paul Davis caught the ball out with that free kick. And Merson finished it off in magnificent style. And Barnes now. Shot charged down. Rosenthal trying to get once more to that byline. Gets there. Nicol crossed in once more. Barnes. It's there. John Barnes.
Before the Chelsea game, and a year on from the Hillsborough disaster, Liverpool unveil a memorial next to the Shankly Gates at Anfield. It means those who lost their lives in Britain's worst ever sporting disaster on Saturday, April the 15th, 1989, will never be forgotten.
Gillespie. Chelsea have defended very calmly so far. Gillespie's long throw. Rosenthal trying to work himself there. Oh, terrific! Barnes. Rosenthal wants to whip it in quickly. does have an individual streak that, if Liverpool do keep him, they might want to harness to their basic battle plan. Burrows with some individual work of his own. And the cross from Barnes. Steve Nicol, 2-0! Again, Kenny Dalglish joins in the applause, and I think there was a smile to go with it this time. McMahon. Here's Gillespie. Rush making the run. Nicely found. Good control at the end of it too. And a terrific pass for Steve Nicol. Liverpool have a third. There's a gap opened up in the centre as Johnson was distracted to move to cover Rosenthal, who's got free now. And there's one for Rush. And the style well and truly turned on now. Dixon, is he away from Hansen? Kerry Dixon has the last word for Chelsea.
Towards the end of April, suddenly it could be all over. If Aston Villa fail to beat Norwich and the Reds beat QPR, they're champions once again. It's an afternoon of rich entertainment.
Law couldn't get it beyond McMahon. Here's Rosenthal against McDonald, who went for everything then, including the ball. Barnes. And there's some shirt pulling by Barnes on Channing, and the referee lets Justin Channing go. And how he's going here. Hussein is drawn across, and Channing didn't really look because he'd isolated Glenn Hussein then, and Colin Clark was waiting for the cross after some rousing work by Queen's Park Rangers. At the end of it, all they have is a corner. McDonald, Wegerle! Goal for Queen's Park Rangers. And it has been coming. That's not according to Liverpool's plan. Clark. Colin Clark, underside of the bar. Wilkins trying to finish it off and can't. And if Liverpool do recover in this game, that might be the moment where it turned away from Queen's Park Rangers. And he wants to know what's happening at Villa Park. Aston Villa against Norwich City. Mulvey. The spare man here is Steve Nicol. Wilkins goes across to try and perhaps get a tackle in, but Nicol to Barnes, back to Nicol. And now Rush. Oh, and Seaman was beaten by the power of it. Ian Rush, he hopes, puts Liverpool back on course. And it was a storming move with Steve Nicol at the heart of it. Barnes had a roll as well. Look at that cross, the outside of the right foot from Nicol. And Rush, it was a very tight angle for him, but tremendous strength to ram it in off the goalkeeper. 1-1. McMahon, Rush for Nicol. One-on-one against Maddox. It's a penalty. Just inside the area. The linesman gave the decision, and they're also waving from further back as well. Danny Maddox. Now, where was the tackle? Well, my word, it was a close one. What you have to say is that the linesman was absolutely in line. It hasn't been the best of seasons for Liverpool from the penalty spot. But here goes the newly crowned Footballer of the Year, John Barnes. 2-1. That might mean the championship. Well, there's some news here that's reached the spectators, and it must involve Aston Villa and Norwich City. And I can tell you that at Villa Park, with only moments to go, it's 3-3. Villa were 3-1 up, and if it stays that way there and the same way here, Liverpool will be champions. Listen to the cry now. It's spread like wildfire around Anfield. Still no sign of emotion. Well, Liverpool have done their part. They have won. And they wait now for news of the final score. Ronnie Moran wants to know what's happened, because if Villa have drawn at home to Norwich City, the uncertainty is over. They track the resistance of Queen's Park Rangers and the rest of the First Division.
And the news from Villa is that they have drawn. Liverpool are the champions. And now they're ready to talk about winning the title.
Is it very sweet because people had written you off with your knee problems?
Well, obviously if you're out for 8 months when you're 34, people would say you're in a bit of trouble, but I always knew I'd come back, and it's great just to have won the championship again. Obviously, you know, the lads here have been magnificent. We've had quite a bit of criticism throughout the season, but we've only had one defeat in the league since November, and I think that speaks for itself.
It's beautiful, really. It's yeah, it's brilliant. I've never witnessed nothing like this in my life before. You know, it's I've just got to enjoy every minute of it.
They can't dispute their ability. There's nobody can dispute that. At the end of the day, they've come away and they've won it, and they've deserved to win it because they're the best.
How long does it take before you start thinking about winning it next year?
Well, I don't know. We need to start right away, I suppose. But we've won it because we've got a good quality squad and we've got plenty of depth there. And if we can improve in it, well, we'll try our best to do so. But it'll take a bit of improving in this squad.
I told you before, you got a great smile. It's nice to see plenty of it today. Thanks. Cheers.
And he has. Kenny Dalglish is coming to the deep end of the pool.
A drenching for Kenny Dalglish, but Liverpool once again floating on top of the Barclays League. There's a confirmation. Liverpool in an unbeatable position with 2 games to go. And those games, they're against Derby County and Coventry City. It's a time for celebration.
Liverpool still striving to give this crowd in such a festive mood the goal they've been waiting for, and Glenn Hussein with a scorching shot. Gillespie is there. Hussein again, and again. And somehow Derby have kept it out. This is the moment the crowd have been waiting for. Kenny Dalglish's first appearance for 2 years. He's 39 now. McMahon. 9 minutes left. Gillespie. Rosenthal, that's a great turn. Shilton's lost it. Gillespie has got it. That really will make the night complete. Alan Hansen, a league championship winner for the 8th time, a fantastic record. Kenny Dalglish, a player tonight as well as a manager. Bruce Grobbelaar, always a central figure in the celebrations. And this is a lovely touch. The goalkeeper becomes the photographer. And those youngsters will never forget this.
Speedy, Gallagher's in here. And scores. 2 minutes on the clock, and Coventry are in front. Kevin Gallagher. Hussein forward for Rush. Oh, and that's crept in. He doesn't score too many from outside the box, Ian Rush. That was a beauty. Rush. McMahon. Mulby's gone on, and Barnes. And that's 2-1 Liverpool. Staunton. Hussein storming forward, and Barnes! That's his second, Liverpool's third. Rush deep. And Rosenthal rides the challenge and might score yet. He has, Ronnie Rosenthal. And this is becoming a riot for Liverpool, 4-1. Mulby, Rush, and Barnes on the left flank now. Oh, he's done Clark comfortably. This could be the hat-trick. It is a glorious finish by John Barnes. Barnes and Rosenthal, and Barnes here. Rosenthal, is this 6? Driven in. 6-1.
A superb finale. Liverpool are the champions once again. They finished 9 points clear of runners-up Aston Villa, emphasising the Reds are in a class of their own. Kenny Dalglish is Barclays Bank Manager of the Year for the 3rd time. Footballer of the Year and top scorer, John Barnes with 28. A fabulous return. Ian Rush, just a couple behind on 26. 16 for Peter Beardsley, 9 for Stevie Nicol, 7 from Ronnie Rosenthal. Enough to convince Liverpool to pay £1 million to make his move permanent. So, Alan Hansen has the championship once again, for the 8th time in his career. Liverpool are, quite simply, the best.